Hi everyone, I welcome you to the backstories from the wild. Lion tailed macaques feeding on jackfruits is such a sight, and when you have spent a lot of time with them, they do accept your presence around them, and when they come to feed on the ground, you get amazing visuals from that. This scene shows how the macaques were comfortable with my presence and began feeding on jackfruits that were pushed down to the ground. I wanted to visualize the scene where the macaques were feeding on the jackfruit in foreground and there were tea gardens in the background. I wanted to get the ground level shots so badly because that would be so dramatic and also draw an audience inside the scene. I knew I could not afford any error because if I had to make one, the macaques would be completely alarmed and wouldn't be coming to feed on the jackfruit. So I went prepared to take all the close-ups to the wide shots, the complete array of shots from one position, because if I kept moving they would be disturbed and they wouldn't return to eat the jackfruit. All of this comes with a lot of experience and talking to experts in the field. I noted a few fallen jackfruits on the ground. They were ripe, and I just set up myself close by so that the animals would turn up and start feeding on them. It does take a lot of time because you also have to push your luck, but then you start doing this only when you realize that a troop is passing along and then there are jackfruits fallen on the floor at the same time. I placed some camera angles as though it was the point of view when they were feeding on the jackfruit. So I could do this only because I knew how the animals would react, and also that because of being with them for so long, the animals knew me personally, how I was not of a threat to them and I was just being there around them. So they did behave in their natural form. That was really helpful. I mean, I was able to make sure of this, that the animals were comfortable about me, was because even when I was there around and when someone was walking around some 20 or 30 meters away from them, the animals would quickly get spooked and they would start looking around in fear. But then after the next person walked out, they were comfortable and they were back to feeding like the way they were before. The footage played out very well because the macaques were in their natural form and they were not disturbed. That was the success story in this sequence. And the bonus was that all the planned shots was completely achievable because I was able to predict how the animals were going to react with my presence.